Hello, friends. Welcome to another Thursday Night Live. Do you guys have scraps, pieces of pattern paper scraps? We're going to use them to make a handmade card along with the Taco Fiesta stamp set. I love this stamp set. This is not new. This was new last year, the year before. It's in the annual catalog, but it is so much fun. And it is going to be the stamp set we're using for our next mystery craft box. But before I get started, I want to give you a big shout out and welcome. If you are here live, go ahead, leave me a comment. Let me know that you are watching live. If you're watching the replay later, a special welcome to you too. I love to know that you guys watch the replay. Leave me a comment and let me know where you're watching from tonight. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I am Heidi with Own It Go Stamping, and I'm going to help you reconnect with your inner artist to create beautiful handmade cards and gifts using stamps, ink, and paper. I am so excited to get started with that tonight. If you can tell by the very, very bright sun behind me, it is not actually Thursday evening. So this video looks live, but I actually pre-recorded it because I am in Houston this week for Stampin' Up's big annual conference. So yeah. So I'm not actually live, but I will be hanging around. I will be checking the comments, all that kind of good stuff. So, and I have fun projects for you tonight. I'm really, really excited to share these. Like I said, I'm using the Taco Fiesta stamp set, and I'm going to start by doing a little bit of stamping. So I have a piece of basic white that I cut out with the stylish shapes dies into a circle. I just did that ahead of time. And I'm going to grab this little taco stamp. Taco, it's so cute. And I'm going to start by stamping the taco with some Memento ink. So we're going to stamp that right on here. And I'm going to stamp some tortilla chips on here as well in Memento ink. So I think I'm going to stamp those right over here. There we go. We got a taco and some chips. And then I want to stamp the sentiment that says, "Holy guacamole, it's your birthday." Because it makes me laugh. There we go. And now I'm going to grab a scrap piece, if I can find a scrap piece, a little scrap piece. And I want to actually stamp, where'd it go? I want to stamp my bowl of guacamole because we got to have some guacamole on here, right? Oops, that scrap piece is not big enough. Let's try again. Here we go. We got to have some guacamole on here. Now this could be salsa if you want it to be salsa instead. But I am making it guacamole to go along with the sentiment here. All right, I'm going to put this away. That's all the stamping we're going to do. We do have to do some coloring. I am going to start with, what am I going to start with? I'm going to start with a dark lemon lolly, I think. I'm going to color my taco shell with some dark lemon lolly. So like I mentioned, the next mystery craft box, if you have seen it before, I've done a couple of mystery craft boxes with my good Stampin' friend, Melissa. And we did one like, when was it? Last November, we did a Christmas one. And then in February, we did a Valentine's Day one. And so we thought, well, what is coming up? Cinco de Mayo is coming up. So this is, I'm switching over to some light Daffodil Delight. So we're like, well, Cinco de Mayo is coming up. And then Melissa and I, if you know, we're both going to Mexico in May. So we decided, well, let's use the Taco Fiesta stamp set. That'll be fun. So we have made different projects with the Taco Fiesta stamp set. I think you're going to love them. I can't tell you what they are. I can't like share really anything about them because that's what the mystery is in the mystery craft box. But you're going to make 10 projects. So you're going to make 11 projects. You're going to make 10 projects, two each of 5 different designs. And then, oh, I got to color my tortilla chips too. And then there's one other project, which is the 11th project. That's kind of like a bigger, kind of a special project. So we decided to just do one of those. So yeah, I think you guys are, you're going to love it. I had so much fun making all the stuff for it. Yeah. So registration just opened yesterday for that. So you can go ahead and get over and get registered. The boxes are going to ship around April 15th. So you'll have them in time if you want to make, Cinco de Mayo cards. Of course, there's no cards in it that are actually Cinco de Mayo. They're all like, birthday cards, the things that go with the sentiments in the stamp set. Birthday cards, just fun cards to send to your friends, that kind of thing. So, but if you want to send a fun card to your friend because it's Cinco de Mayo, that makes sense. All right, I'm just putting those away. I'm going to grab my dark lemon lime twist, and I'm going to color in some lettuce on my taco. Let us eat tacos. All right, coloring this all in. Oh, so cute. And now I'm going to grab my dark poppy parade, and I'm going to color in some tomato. These kind of look like tomatoes. All right. There's my tomato. And now, let me see, what do I want? Oh, I'm going to grab some light gray granite, and I'm just going to add a little bit of a shadow under my taco and under where my guac will be. We're just adding just a little bit of shadow in here, just so that they're not completely floating. All right, and then I'm going to take my color lifter, if I can find it. It is complete and total chaos on my desk as I am recording this. So tonight, I'm in Houston for Stampin' Up's annual conference, which they call Onstage, and getting to see like the new catalog and all sorts of good stuff. Really exciting. I'm excited. I'm not even there yet while I'm recording this. But tonight, right now, it is Monday afternoon. And I am leaving Wednesday. So I am in the mad dash to let's get everything done before I have to leave. So my desk is it's really bad. It's worse than normal. All right, I'm going to take some Old Olive, and I'm going to color my guac in Old Olive. Seems kind of a guac color. And then we'll color some dark Old Olive, just adding in a little bit of shading in here. Now I'm going to go over it again with the light. And now I'm going to make the bowl for my guacamole purple. So I'm going to use the lavender lace to make, not lavender lace, you guys, I do that all the time. It is Highland Heather. Lavender lace is a really, really old Stampin' Up color. And I just always, like every time I think Highland Heather, lavender lace comes out of my mouth. Like the color in my brain. They must be, I don't know, they're just linked in my brain. All right, so I'm just coloring in with the light Highland Heather on my little bowl of guac. I'm going to come in with the dark. Color in some shading on my bowl of guac. Shade the little feet on the bowl. And I'm just going to go over the edges a little bit with the light Highland Heather again. There we go. And now I need to cut out my little bowl of guac so I can put it on my other piece with the sentiment, right? So I have my scissors. They didn't run away from me, which is surprising. All right, so I'm just going to quickly cut out, just fussy cut this little bit of guac. Now, if you want to know more about what I am up to this week, if you want to see like sneak peeks of things that I see while I am in Houston, and you haven't already, come over to the Facebook group and join. I made a group chat from the Facebook group that you can join. And that is where I am sharing pictures and info and all sorts of stuff. So, because I didn't, if you don't want to see all that stuff, it might get a little overwhelming if I share too much. So you get to choose. All right. there we go. We have our little guac bowl, and I'm going to adhere this to my taco and my chips. Holy guacamole, it's your birthday. So there we go. There's our little sentiment piece. I'm going to set this aside. We have to make something for this to go on. Now, I promised you I was using pattern paper scraps tonight, right? Let me show you the pattern paper I am using. I am using the Flowering Zinnia paper. I love this paper. I told you last week I was going to use this paper. It has gorgeous, beautiful, of course, it's a 6x6. It is a 12 by 12 inch paper, but I've cut it down to some 6 by 6 inch pieces. And this, yeah, it's so pretty. All right, so one side has all the floral images, and then the other side has these fun patterns. And these patterns are what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to skip the petal pink just because it's not really working for me in the color scheme I'm going for. So I'm just using these 5 colors. I'm not cutting this paper though, because I have used this paper so much that I already have lots of scraps, and I'm just using these strip scraps, right? The long strips that you end up when you cut things. And they're different widths. Okay, so they're not all the same, they're different widths. You could do the same technique using the exact same widths, but I like to use different widths. Then I have a piece of basic white. This is just like a quarter size sheet. We're going to cut it down when we get to the end, but it's just kind of easier to start with a bigger sheet. So I'm going to put some green glue on here. I'm going to just start by putting some in the center. You do kind of need to get to the edges with this though. And I'm going to start with this piece. Is this piece long enough? You got to start with a nice long piece. This is why I know I'm going to cut this down, because that way the strips don't have to be quite as long. All right. And then I'm going to add some more adhesive. I just kind of wanted to put the adhesive on, like not on the whole thing. I'm going to do this side and then we'll do the other side. So just getting a nice layer of adhesive on there with my green glue. And then, let me see, I need a really long piece. This one. I think I cut my pieces too short. This one. That one's pretty long. If we have to, we'll fill in, but I think we'll end up cutting off enough of this that it's not going to matter. So I'm just lining these up, pushing them up right up next to each other, trying not to overlap. If they overlap a little though, it'll be okay. Go. And using all different colors and widths and just mixing and matching, putting them together. There we go. Let's see. Trying to decide what I want to do. Let's put a purple one on here. That's another purple one. Let's go with orange. Go with a little pumpkin pie right there. Oops. Okay. I'm going to try to get a whitish one. Here's a red one. Put that right in here. All right. There we go. So there's one side, and I'm just going to trim off some of these just so that I can use them if I need to, or just to kind of clean this up. We're going to trim off more in just a little bit. That red wants to move around. All right. Then I'm just twisting it around so I can do the other half. I'm going to come in here with some more green glue and just fill in. And we'll start adding in some more strips. Let's do this red one. Got a little adhesive on my hand, so I'm just going to grab some hand sanitizer. If you get adhesive on your hands, that kind of gets some of the sticky off. Y'all know I do not like sticky. Not a fan of sticky. So, all right, there's some orange. You'll come in with another green. There, I'm not doing a pattern. Like, I'm not going in order or anything. I'm just trying to keep it random, but keep things kind of spread out, right? Like, I don't want them all right next to each other. Well, hopefully I don't need that corner, because there we go. So we kind of filled in that whole sheet. I'm going to trim off some of these again, and then we're going to work on cutting off the sides. I'm just kind of doing a messy trim. Push all these out of the way. This is how my desk gets to be a mess, because I just go push those all the way. So then I'm going to come in and I am going to trim. Oh, see, I lost that red. It really did not want to stay. I do. Oh no, that's the corner that I didn't get to. There's the red. Okay. Let me see. What do I want to do? I'm going to start by, so we're going to start by trimming this side up well. So I'm going to actually come right in next to the edge of my paper. Now, if I had cut the paper to the exact size I wanted, I could have done that all the way around, but like I said, I like to keep it a little bit big. So I'm going to come in here, and we want to end up, I'm going to measure my paper over here on my glass mat. So we want it to end up 3.5 by 4 3/4. So I'm going to start by cutting this off. There we go. And then this way is going to be 4 3/4. Oh yes, that's going to take off plenty. We're going to cut that red off altogether. All right, here we go. Didn't even need that piece. All right, so then this is going to be 3.5. And there we go. Now we have this nice piece of gorgeous striped beautifulness. Isn't that pretty? You just love it. I love it. I'm going to adhere this to a piece of lemon lime twist. So this was 3.5 by 4 3/4. This is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Add some adhesive to this. We'll just pop this right on here. Oh, so pretty. I love this paper. I really do love it. And I have more samples. Because I couldn't stop using this paper. Now I have a piece of the Highland Heather cardstock. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm just going to fold it in half on that score line and give it a good smush. Oh, that felt really weird because it wasn't the right angle. All right, there we go. Whew. Wasn't the right side of my bone folder. And then I'm going to add this to my front. Oh, so cute. Not this way or this way. I'm going to do it this way. All right, so more green glue. Green glue this down. Right there. Oh, so cute. All right. Now I'm going to grab some of this is the ribbon duo combo something. It has 2 colors. One is petal pink, one is lemon lime twist. I'm using the lemon lime twist. I am just going to fold this into what looks like a big loopy bow. I'm not gonna tie it. We're just gonna fake it. This is gonna come in here like this. Let's see. Just trying to get them like flat so I make sure that the tape gets all 3 of them, all 3 of the pieces here. There we go. And then I'm going to check my size real quick. I want to make sure that it's going to come out. Yep, looks good. All right, so I have that. I have some tape. I have like a big tape dispenser, like the old school had in your classroom as a kid, type of tape dispenser that uses the refill tapes, and I ran out of refills. So now I'm using like the tape that we use to wrap Christmas presents that we keep with the wrapping paper, because we don't do that as much. So we keep just a little disposable one with that. All right. Trim this off. Let's trim this one. We're going to put the holy guacamole on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Of course, I'm hoping that you guys are liking this. This is why I like to go live, because I like to see your reactions to things while I'm doing it. But it's okay. All right, this is going to go right in here. Just figure out where I want my dimensionals, because I'm trying not to hit that ribbon with the dimensionals, because it'll just make it too bumpy. All right. So we will come in with our sentiment piece here. There we go. And then we're going to add some bling to it. I have, these are the classic, no, these are the, I don't know, something. They're dots. Now I can't remember what they're called. I know you guys will be telling me in the comments what they're called, because y'all know these things. But they're really pretty. They're sparkly. They're gems, and of course they're not in their original packaging, so I don't have the name. I'm going to use purple ones though. So I'm going to grab these big ones. Work better just with my fingers. I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to put it down here. And I'm going to grab the little teeny tiny one. I'm going to stick the teeny tiny one right there. I don't even know why I pulled out my take your picture. We'll pop that one up there, and there we go. There is our holy guacamole. It's your birthday card. Isn't that fun? I just love that pattern paper in the background. So there we go. Let me show you a couple of the other cards too, because I was really happy with all 3 of these cards. I have 2 more cards. So we have this one, which is our Fiesta card. And I use that big, bold floral pattern, and I added the little piñata on there. I used the, what is it called? The mini alphabet. Yes, the mini alphabet dies to cut out the word Fiesta. And then from that holy guacamole, I cut off the holy guacamole and just put it's your birthday. So it says Fiesta, it's your birthday. Then I added some of the shiny sequins that are currently not available because they're gorgeous. Oh, I froze. There, I unfroze. Okay. So super cute. And then this one, I love this one too. This one, I use some more of the pattern paper. I use that green stripe in the background. I fussy cut all those little pieces of avocado and peppers and limes. I fussy cut them, but they look so cute on there. And then I use the You Spice Up My Life. So I just thought that was really fun too. And then the zigzag is cut with the basic border size. So really fun cards tonight, I think. I hope you think so too. I just love this set. And you guys, I am so excited for the Taco Fiesta mystery craft box. I think if you get it, I think you're going to love it, because I don't know, maybe it's just me. I just love these stamps. I think they're so cute. I hope that they're going to be in the next catalog. They might not be. Who knows? This might be our last chance for me to really show them to you, or for you to get them. I don't know. We'll find out soon. But anyway, registration is open. You can register over on my website, onygostamping.com, ONYGO stamping.com. Otherwise, I will see you next week, Tuesday. We are going to do a fabulous technique, or terrific technique. Fabulous technique. That's not alliteration. We're going to do a terrific technique on Tuesday. Terrific technique Tuesday. I will see you then. Have a fabulous weekend. And I can't wait to share with you all the things when I get back. See you later.